Have you ever wondered how something as simple as your daily coffee could be affecting your intimate life, especially if you're over 50? In this video, we'll dive deep into how this seemingly innocent habit could be silently impacting your energy levels, sleep quality, and even your sexual health. If you're ready to learn the truth about the connection between coffee and male vitality, you need to stick around until the end. You'll discover how making just a few changes can help improve your well-being and restore balance to your intimate life. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Today, I want to speak from the depths of personal experience, medical expertise, and the profound insights that sexology offers on a topic that often goes undiscussed but holds immense importance: the intimate life of men over 50, particularly how it is affected by a seemingly innocent daily habit, coffee. As a doctor and sexologist, I have spent years unraveling the complex interplay between physical health, lifestyle choices, and sexual well-being, and today, I feel compelled to share the truth about how coffee may be silently altering the lives of many men as they age. This discussion is not just about facts, it's about understanding, empathy, and facing the realities that come with growing older. It's a conversation directed at those who are ready to confront the changes in their bodies with honesty, maturity, and a desire for better health. Because let's face it, as we age, we become more acutely aware of how our daily habits shape our overall well-being, and nothing is more personal or potentially life-altering than our sexual health. For countless men, coffee is not just a beverage, it's a loyal companion that helps them kickstart the day. However, as someone who has seen the effects of aging up close in the clinical setting, I've noticed something unsettling. While coffee offers a quick jolt of energy, that same jolt may be contributing to silent yet significant changes in a man's intimate life, especially for those over the age of 50. Yes, coffee can stimulate the central nervous system, enhance alertness, and even temporarily improve focus. But lurking beneath these short-term benefits are longer-term effects that can compromise the very core of male sexual function, blood circulation. The male member, much like the heart, relies heavily on healthy, robust blood flow. As men age, their blood vessels naturally begin to harden, a process known as arteriosclerosis, making it more difficult for blood to circulate efficiently. Add coffee into the equation, and the result can be a troubling one. Caffeine, the primary stimulant in coffee, raises blood pressure. While this spike in blood pressure might seem harmless, for older men whose circulatory systems are already under strain, it can be the tipping point that disrupts blood flow to the pelvic region. Without sufficient blood reaching the male member, achieving and maintaining an erection becomes more challenging. But the impact doesn't stop there. Coffee's relationship with male hormones, particularly testosterone, adds another layer of complexity. Testosterone is the lifeblood of male sexual health, fueling libido and the desire for intimacy. It's true that caffeine can temporarily boost testosterone levels, and that might sound like good news. However, the body has a way of compensating for sudden spikes. Over time, this surge can lead to a decrease in the body's natural testosterone production, leaving some men with diminished hormone levels. This hormonal imbalance can result in a slow, insidious decline in libido, affecting not just sexual performance, but also the very desire for intimacy. Imagine waking up one day, realizing that something so fundamental to your identity as a man, your desire for closeness, for connection, is waning. It's an experience that countless men endure in silence, not realizing that their morning coffee might be contributing to this decline. As a doctor who has seen the emotional and physical toll this can take on men over 50, I urge you to consider the broader implications. The effects of caffeine become more pronounced with age, and studies have shown that it can lead to lower hormone levels and reduced sexual desire. Even beyond the physical, coffee can interfere with another crucial element of sexual health: sleep. Poor sleep, often caused by the stimulating effects of caffeine, can throw the body's natural rhythms out of balance. Sleep is not just rest, it's the time when the body regenerates, when hormone levels stabilize, and when sexual health is restored. Without good sleep, every aspect of health, including sexual function, is compromised. So, I invite you to take a step back and reflect on this delicate balance. This conversation is not meant to scare or shame anyone, but rather to empower you with knowledge. Understanding the full impact of your daily habits, like coffee consumption, can lead to profound improvements in your overall well-being. It's about taking control of your health, your happiness, and your intimacy, even as you age. During the deep, restorative phases of sleep, a man's body undergoes vital processes that keep his overall health in balance, one of the most important being the production of testosterone. This hormone, often referred to as the driving force behind male libido and sexual vitality, is produced predominantly during these restful hours. However, when sleep is disrupted, something that is all too common in men over 50 who consume significant amounts of coffee, testosterone production takes a hit. Over time, this leads to a cascading effect that not only diminishes sexual desire, but also undermines the ability to maintain fulfilling, intimate relationships. Countless older men who are habitual coffee drinkers report difficulties with sleep, finding themselves caught in a cycle of restlessness and fatigue. The consequences of this sleep deprivation ripple out, slowly eroding their ability to experience the full satisfaction of intimacy. What was once a natural, effortless part of life becomes a source of frustration, dissatisfaction, and even a sense of loss. In my practice, I've encountered countless men who, after years or even decades of excessive coffee consumption, express the same sentiment. They no longer feel capable of enjoying their sex life. It's not just the lack of desire that weighs on them, but also the overwhelming exhaustion that accompanies chronic sleep disruption. Fatigue has a way of seeping into every corner of life, draining both the body and the spirit. This exhaustion often goes unnoticed at first, dismissed as a normal part of aging, but it becomes impossible to ignore when it starts to interfere with something as fundamental as sexual pleasure. Circulation plays a pivotal role in male sexual health, and here is where the real danger of coffee consumption lies. We all know that the male member relies on healthy blood flow to function properly during intimacy. However, coffee, especially when consumed in excess, can have insidious effects on cardiovascular health. Studies have shown that coffee can elevate cholesterol levels and, over time, harden the arteries, a condition known as arteriosclerosis. For men over 50, whose arteries are already naturally stiffening due to age, this can significantly reduce blood flow to the genital area, leading to a marked decrease in sexual response. Imagine the frustration of wanting to engage in intimacy but finding that your body simply isn't cooperating. This is the reality for many older men who have unknowingly allowed coffee to compromise their circulatory health. The American Heart Association has raised concerns about excessive coffee consumption in older adults, linking it to an increased risk of heart disease, a condition that can have devastating effects on sexual function. Reduced blood flow to the genital area not only limits a man's ability to respond physically, but also undermines his capacity for satisfaction during intimate encounters. The emotional toll this takes is profound, often leading men to feel disconnected from their partners and, worse, from themselves. Beyond the physical consequences, coffee's psychological impact is often overlooked. While it may initially give us that much-needed jolt of energy, excessive consumption has been closely linked to heightened anxiety and nervousness. For older men, this increased anxiety can manifest in a variety of ways, none of them conducive to a healthy sex life. Intimacy, at its core, requires relaxation, trust, and a sense of confidence. But when anxiety creeps in, it becomes difficult, if not impossible, to fully immerse oneself in the moment. The mind races, doubts surface, and the fear of failure looms large. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. I've seen many cases where the stress of work or the demands of daily life, compounded by excessive coffee consumption, creates a vicious cycle. Men become trapped in a loop where stress undermines their sexual performance, leading to a lack of intimacy, which in turn amplifies their stress. The anxiety around performance becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, as the more anxious a man feels, the less likely he is to perform as he would like. This cycle of stress and sexual dissatisfaction is emotionally exhausting, leaving men feeling powerless and disconnected from both their partners and their own sense of masculinity. The emotional toll of performance anxiety is heavy, and it only grows with age. For men over 50, who are already grappling with the physical changes that come with aging, the added burden of coffee-induced anxiety can be overwhelming. The fear of failure becomes ever-present, and this constant pressure erodes confidence in their abilities, further deepening the cycle of stress and sexual dissatisfaction. In closing, it's vital to recognize the full scope of coffee's impact, not just on physical health, but on emotional and sexual well-being as well. Coffee may seem like a harmless part of the daily routine, but for men over 50, it can have far-reaching consequences that affect every aspect of their intimate lives. By understanding the connections between coffee, circulation, sleep, hormones, and mental health, men can make more informed choices to protect their vitality and maintain the deep, satisfying relationships they deserve. We know from the depths of sexual psychology that anxiety is one of the most powerful inhibitors of sexual pleasure. For many men, especially those sensitive to caffeine, the stimulating effects of coffee can intensify this anxiety, creating a barrier to fully experiencing intimate moments. The jitteriness and restlessness that caffeine often brings can translate into self-doubt and performance fears in the bedroom, leaving men feeling disconnected and unfulfilled. It's important to acknowledge that while coffee might seem like a harmless indulgence, its effects on the body, especially for men over 50, can be far more complex than we realize. But does this mean the solution is to completely give up coffee? Not necessarily. I'm not advocating for a life devoid of the comfort that a morning cup of coffee brings, but rather for balance and mindfulness in consumption. What I recommend to my patients, particularly those in their 50s and beyond, is moderation. The key is to strike a balance where you can still enjoy coffee without allowing it to negatively impact your health and intimate life. For men over 50, reducing coffee intake to just 1 or 2 cups a day can yield noticeable improvements in overall well-being. Additionally, making thoughtful adjustments, such as switching to decaffeinated coffee or limiting caffeine intake in the afternoon and evening, can prevent the sleep disturbances that so often accompany excessive coffee consumption. Restful, deep sleep is vital for maintaining healthy testosterone levels, stable mood, and proper sexual function. Sacrificing this critical part of your health for the sake of a late-day coffee boost simply isn't worth it. Balance is the key. Coffee itself is not the enemy, but uncontrolled, excessive consumption can exacerbate health issues that become more prevalent as we age. Issues related to circulation, hormone production, and, ultimately, sexual health. If you can find a way to moderate your coffee consumption while also maintaining a balanced diet and regular exercise routine, you can mitigate many of the negative effects caffeine might otherwise have. For all my listeners over 50, remember that while coffee can play a role in influencing your sexual health, it doesn't have to dictate the outcome. With a focus on moderation, cardiovascular care, and hormone balance, you can continue to enjoy a full and satisfying intimate life well into your later years. At the end of the day, everything is within your control. Your body is always communicating with you. Listen to it. Make the necessary adjustments when you notice changes in your energy levels, sleep patterns, or sexual health. Don't hesitate to consult your doctor if something feels off. Taking care of your body doesn't stop as you get older. If anything, it becomes more essential than ever. And if coffee is a cherished part of your daily routine, make sure you are enjoying it in a way that respects your body's changing needs and limits. Finally, I encourage you to share this information with others who might benefit from it. Your friends, family, or loved ones could be experiencing similar struggles without even realizing the connection between their habits and their well-being. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth conversations about health, sexuality, and aging. Together, we can continue these important discussions, helping men live healthier, more fulfilling lives at every stage. Now that you've learned about the surprising effects of coffee on your health, what insight has resonated with you the most? Comment below and let us know one thing you're going to put into practice from what you've learned today. If you like this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable content.